Hello, good morning traders. Welcome back to Forex Black Box channel. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of March 2020. Disclaimer guys, Forex carry high level of risk. You could lose all your investment. This information provided in the stream is for education purpose only. I'm not responsible for any trade you talk wrong or right. That's all up to you. You are managing your positions. You are the boss of your business. So I'm only here for education purpose only, and you need to do back testing what I'm telling you, and so on and so forth. So for forex trading or any investment itself, you need to only risk the money you can afford to lose at the day, at the time when you trade in this. So you only want to risk 2%, 4%, 10% is all up to you. It depends how much money you're willing to lose at this position. So let's get out of the way. Okay, we look at coronavirus heat map. We can see that we kind of start to move a little bit up, but I think we start to just slow down from the days slowing down. From yesterday to today, I actually have more in Europe. UK now is 51 cases. France 212. It was 100 before, a few days back. We got 4 people dead. It was one. Egypt got 2. Nigeria 1, Algeria 5, Morocco is a new one. We will define one there. So basically, the disease is kind of like spreading. It's definitely spreading, and Australia got 1 death and 43. New Zealand 2 confirming cases. So yeah, China is still the main hub for the disease. Follow South Korea as well. You can see 5,300 cases, 32 reported death. Japan 200. So all this region itself, the original location of the virus is the more high risk. It's kind of trending up, and if we want to have risk back on in the market, I think we should see slowing down of this momentum of the virus and start to be like a flu or something like that, start to go lower in speed of keep spreading, and they don't have a cure for it yet. So there's no cure yet, there's no production for the cure, no medicine, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's move on to the market. We see that today S&P 500 is red day. If you look on the week performance, it's just still the same. Yesterday, the Fed cut the interest rate by 50 basis points, which is made the market go crazy. But after they realize it's not going to really help by cutting the rate, it's not going to do anything related to the virus. Market just pushed more down lower. But this morning it looks like we're coming back up again. Anyways, but let's have a look. Not sure what's going on. It's just the market's kind of sideways now, especially gold and oil and S&P 500. They went up, they went down, and they went up overnight. So pre-market is up again. I looked at it quickly. Aussie is the strongest. Yen is the weakest, of course. Money coming back to stock for interest rate cut, and it was early interest rate cut, so they call it emergency. So yeah, we're watching out here. Bound, of course, is the weakest as well for a reason of going down. I think Bank of England will cut rate as well. All banks they will cut rate, so they stabilize the market, the economy, and so on and so forth. Bound went down about 26.26% overnight between dollar and pound, but dollar was weak, and that's why pound was like it didn't do anything real about it. Just pound still the same location. I'm waiting for pound to show some any momentum up or down. It's kind of like sideways now. There's no trade zone for me. Oil is up almost 1%. Gold went up and down again overnight, so we broke yesterday high, I believe, and he just stopped there. The reason being gold actually went really deep and come back up very quickly yesterday because of dollar was weak. That's why dollar just collapsed after the interest rate cut. Okay, let's just move to the calendar. The only news, high impact news today, it's at 10:15 p.m. London time, which is US AGB. Non-farm payrolls is Friday, so that's gonna be a very interesting day, or they don't want to do it. Yeah, non-farm payroll here. Sorry, just I'm not feeling well today. Still have a cold and flu. But anyway, so watch out for CAD today. We watch out for the rest of the day. By dollar and CAD, they're gonna move a little bit. Pound, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Probably they're gonna talk about cut and rate. So I think pound will go lower than what it is now. It's gonna go down to the lows of the months. So let's have a. We'll see on the chart. Okay. So just to get it done. Okay, okay. So down here, we topped up just a second leg here, double top, triple top. We break that area. After we broke, we retested, are coming back strongly, and we kind of holding here now. That could be just one pullback, and we will continue down. So let's see how it's gonna go today, whether or not to keep going down or we just isolate here for one more leg up to test the moving average at least. We touch the moving average, then maybe probably we're going to go down lower. So far, the power is not in any interest to long or short it for the time being because it's just not doing anything. Euro, after the breakout of here, we waited for pullback to retest the moving average. Looks like it's going to happen. We're going to 3 days. Uh, Showing tops, three tops here, 3 days. Probably will come back down to the moving average. That's a good opportunity for you to long it. If you hold here, show momentum that you want to come back up. Other than that, just don't long it blindly because stock and dollar can come back normal. They could find a cure for the virus and it will push the market back up. But overall, I think the US market is overpriced anyway. Is basically very high in the price. It's been overpriced basically. It's not the real the fair price for it. So that could be the why they cut the rate, so they reduce the exposure. The bubble is a big bubble on the US stock, and that bubble when is going to explode, no one knows, but it looks like it started from starting with the coronavirus and so on and so forth. Change the color. So we have a excuse me, we have a dollar here break out of this range strong. We didn't look back after the cotton rate yesterday, and we're coming back strong momentum. So my point of view is I think pound, sorry, dollar will come back down to this support, probably show some momentum, a flag, then we have a major move of this move. So we'll see how it's gonna do NFPs this Friday. Look like it's gonna break here through. We're looking for the next area here, which is here. Uh, Yen, of course, holding here now because the stock look like it's coming back on, risk back on, but not for long. I don't think so. There is no any evidence of coronavirus is gonna continue, kind of like the final cure yet in a matter of days. So probably gonna take a weeks and months. So expectation is to hold the year, come back up. New Zealand showing some momentum back up here. We have one, two, third leg, major move from the breakout, major move complete. Looks like we will come back up to this level to retest it. At least 50% of the whole move together can come back in pieces. One, two, then come back up here. One, two, one, two, come back up again. At least 50%. Around this level, right in the middle of this level, that could be the next move. Coming back up here, then probably we'll do another leg. Then we'll see if you want to go back up or not. Swiss as well as Euro, they moving hand in hand. If you can see that, they kind of like exact the same patterns. You know, break out, coming up, and break higher. Three tops, almost similar. So if you want to trade these two, don't trade against each other, but you can use them in separate trades. You can trade the Swiss with other strong currencies like Aussie, like New Zealand, and that's it really. Nothing else is strong at the moment I can see. CAD, we got some news today, so watch out for CAD. We broke that support here, very strong. We tested once and we slammed through it. We test it now. I think we will keep going down. That could be stop by here. We'll see. Maybe I don't know. I don't know about the news, to be honest. We will check it out. The news actually did. What the news? Yeah, basically they're gonna cut the rate. Yeah, I normally don't really take the news in my calculation because the thing is, price action. It's the news. Everything in the news. The news only telling you what have happened, but it's not gonna tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is your job is to find a way to extract this information out of your chart because the chart is everything is priced in before you know it. So if you see that going up, that could be a reason it's going up because the stock is going back up. And what else? So yeah, if it's going up, yes, that's a good thing. I'm gonna jump in the train. I don't need to know why it's going up and why it's going down. But since we're talking about CAD, the thing is, excuse me, the thing is, US cut the rate, so I think CAD will cut the rate as well. Definitely gonna cut it. So I think CAD will go down as dollar did yesterday. So we see that where we are now from the CAD index. We dropped today yesterday very strong because dollar cut the rate. So people expecting the CAD will cut the rate as well. So probably today we will know it later on what happened. I think they have to cut the rate. So they follow all of them. They're going to follow each other. So they kind of stabilize the global economy itself. So my expectation is today could be another red day. We even close the gap, but this gap is support, so there's no big deal about it. It's not trending down. It's just closing the gap, the touching the support, which is resistant now. Probably we're gonna see momentum back down. So watch out for the news today. Aussie is going up, trying to touch the moving average plus the last support. Probably we're gonna see another leg down. We'll see how the stock behaving because the stock is originally on 50% yesterday and has been rejected by the interest rate cut. However, technical analysis, the technical position of the stock itself, it was in the right place to short anyway. So I will get to it to show it to you. So to prove to you that the technical work much better than fundamental. The technical, most of the big traders only do technical. They don't really care about what the bank doing, what they're doing. If the price is moving in a certain direction, you just get in and just get paid. So that's so far all the indexes. Hi Oleg. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling so well, but yeah, soon I will be. Hopefully, I will be alright. Just flu, but I will be okay. Uh, so let's have a look here. That's S&P 500. I'm not sure why did I. Yeah, where it go? I think I did some work on it, but it was not saved. That's not nice from Team TradeView. So what happened here yesterday, guys? Let me just delete all this and I try to save it because it didn't save my work overnight. I don't like this. That's next support, that's next resistance. Yeah, it's very clear. We don't need to put anything here. Delete all of this to be clear. So what we see here, guys, we went down. We measure 100% Fibonacci for the guys who like Fibonacci. I like Fibonacci 50% and 61. The news pushed it up yesterday as soon at 10 Eastern time in the morning. Basically, what happened is they cut the interest rate, and it was somewhere around here. And the market just jumped up here, but we haven't even really touched the 50% yet beforehand. So after the news touched the 50%, guess what? These guys that pushed the market down, they took the profit and they're waiting for 50% to re-short it back. So as much as the market moved up, as more further went down. Okay, today just pulling back again, trying to correcting what happened yesterday, but I don't think that's the case. I think we pushed up and pushed back down now. We're trying to push back up, but we stuck on at 38%. Probably we'll go lower. Thing is, we're gonna see some consolidation here before we see another leg. What another leg will be look like? Same size of this one is gonna be the same size of this one. So my expectation is very, very low. That's why I removed all my support lines and stuff. Now we have a trend. Now is a bear trend, guys. That's my opinion. Could be someone else different opinion, but I think that's the bear trend here now. We kind of touch the 50%. We rejected immediately. Like we come back down here, we touch it and we reject it. So that's the price action telling me they're not happy about this price level and I'm not gonna accept it. The price was not accepted here. I'd let go for 1 hour. As soon as I touch it here, just slam down, and the next thing you know, we broke even below this area altogether. We're coming back today to retest the breakout. My expectation is we see another leg down, same size as this one. It's gonna be another leg down here at the opening of US. So let's see. Even you can see the momentum is slow. Just to have a few push up. Then after that, the candle started getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And probably we're gonna see another leg down to retest these lows. If there's any hope we go back up again, we'll see some support coming in play, and probably we'll come back up to break the 50% altogether. The way you know it, we'll come back down, come back up, 50% of the drop down. If we hold it nicely, we'll come back down, we test the other 50%. If we break it, that's mean we're gonna go lower. That's the that's how price action works, and I think that's what we were going for, and it's going to be a big move down, major move. Then probably going to see pullback. So that was the first sign of my indication that's going to go down. That we been rejected by 50%. That's the first qualifier. The second thing we should know today is if we stay below the 50% and we try to go down, we will see it in the price action. Then my expectation is to retest this bottom for a second leg. If we went all the way down to it, that's an indication that it's going to actually go. But if we just come around here and start to rotate back up, if we just come back down here and start to do that, then okay, I think that's been supported even before coming to the zone itself. That's going to be interesting to see another leg up here probably and come back down again, retest. We'll see. But I'll just talk about today only. Is all to do with coronavirus and the risk on, risk off situation. Other than that, price action is telling you it's been rejected 50% and my expectation is to go lower. So let's watch out what happened today. Oil. So oil here. Oh, okay. So let's see. Yesterday we tried to test the 50%, just near the area of 50%. The thing is, guys, we didn't really close the gap. This is very good. This is indicating that we actually strong momentum down for the shorter trader. I'm not meaning good for the globe, but for the short, if you short, that's mean it's gonna go down. And we didn't really touch the 50% before it. We went down and we'll come back up today. We inside candle. So let's see how that's gonna play today. CAD news today. CAD if cotton rate. I think oil will be affected a little bit because oil they produce a lot of oil. So probably we will see momentum back down for second leg. Anyway, ultimately we should see another leg before we go up. Unlike gold, gold was quite surprising. Um, as I talked to you guys today about gold, is if we don't close this gap, that's a good indication. We will keep going down. But what happened is when they cut the rate, basically you're trading gold against the dollar. So when you're buying gold, there's a dollar is the opposite side of the trade. Unlike S&P 500, it's just a separate entity. It doesn't trade against anything. It's just by itself. But when you trade gold, you trade against dollar. So dollar lost the momentum yesterday of interest rate cut, then getting weaker. So that's why gold went up against it. Yeah. So whoever pushed it down, pushed it back up, we could say is a trader. We could say is a change in sentiment, a change in value. We will see. We will see how this play will work out. It doesn't look right. I don't like this kind of behavior. It is not price action. Come back down, come back up. Very, very big move. So far we are here. We do 1 wick, two, three, four. So that's your area to watch out for. So my advice to you, do not touch it, do not buy it. It's no good place to buy here yet. It was good down here, but if you want to invest more, if it was a good place to buy here, that's good for you. Now you can take your profit, and whoever brought from here probably is out. When you see a wick here, that's mean is profit taking, guys. That's mean a lot of people taking profit here. So probably gonna see a drop down, maybe at least 50%. This is low again. Then we'll see from there what happened. NFP this Friday, so that could be ahead of NFP to see to move down again, maybe 50%, then come back up again. Not sure, but it's very very volatile. You can see the volatility in it. We went down very quickly, went back up quickly. The down momentum itself is very strong. It's not similar to Iran and the Trump. It's not similar to coronavirus. It's quite a strong momentum. It's like correction. It's like someone changed the digit of the currency. I don't know. Maybe manipulation inside. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But you need to trade what you see. When it went down that big and close here, it should do pullback and continue down as a price action. But what happened here is not a proper price action for me, so I better stay away from it. There's other things to trade. That's my advice to you. So, okay, we're still here. Bitcoin, we went down. We'll come back up quickly, and we're coming back down 50% of this candle itself, and we're kind of still up. So, what we see here looks like we have a support level that will confirm by breakout and close of this range to come to this level first hand. Maybe we'll see another leg before we come back up if you want to go back up. But if you want to go down, we should see more seller than buyers. So far we see seller here, 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 buyer, but very mild buyer really. The next day is we broke the below it. The following day we broke below it. But what happened is you trade that against US dollar. So keep that in mind. Not only looking here, okay, looks like we want to go down, but something is changing now. Dollar getting weaker because the interest rate has been cut. Probably it's gonna consolidate here or go up or go down. NFP tomorrow, you can trade the same mentality of Bitcoin as gold because both of them they trade against US dollar. If the US dollar NFB was good tomorrow Friday, probably gonna drop lower. If it's bad, probably will break out. So far, stand by. Dollar index, we didn't really go much yesterday of the interest rate cut. I think this looks like a support coming to play here. We see one, two legs, probably come back up 50%, come back down again, and probably look higher. Let's have a look on euro as well because that's gonna mirror euro. So euro probably is pulling back now. If you look here, probably is gonna pull back now to 50% or maybe less than 50% of this move. Probably gonna retest this level. And I don't think that's necessary because if we come back up NFP, we need to come be closer to the moving average. So around here Friday, it will be a good level to retest, almost 50%. So watch out for this high and between this high and this high. So this is a level we'll probably have a pullback on it. If NFP is positive, is good numbers, probably we'll see this coming back up. If it's not good numbers, probably we're not gonna see. We're gonna see maybe a couple green bars inside this bar. Remember, this bar is big, so inside this bar we could play. Then after that we break out. It's gonna mirror what's happening in dollar, euro dollar. So if euro dollar is gonna follow dollar index, it's gonna do the same story. Inside bar, then probably break higher, opposite of dollar index. If dollar index break low, break high, that's gonna break low. US yen, dollar yen. Okay, let's see where we go. 50% right in the middle of this triangle, and then meeting support here from the high to the low. So probably we'll come back up here to retest this 50% between the 38 and 50, and we'll see how it's gonna do. Probably it's gonna isolate, consolidate a little bit before it go anywhere else. Probably go down later on, because I think the stock is gonna go down, guys. Yen is gonna get strong, and that's the play. That's the play for me. Wait for pullback. There is too late to short. It's not confirmed too long. We're still inside this candle. We're still making lows, and we break the low yesterday, last night. So it's kind of is a really losing momentum. There's no any sign of bulls wanted to buy yet. Very strong red candle here, seller, and after that followed by green, not even near the 50% of that candle. Then the following day, big candle over taking the previous green candle. Sorry. And yeah, so we look like we were below. We're holding the below of this red candle. Still the momentum down, guys. So probably my expectation to go another 10% down of Fibonacci itself from this move. So my expectation is just to wait, stand by for new information. NFP will probably change the direction of the currencies, if it's good or bad. Okay. Get this. Trading view is not very good now. I don't know. It just doesn't save my work. Anyhow, power break here. We'll come retest, and I'm coming back now. We're below. We're about 50% of this move. We inside candles. So we kind of triangling now, and there's no any really good direction yet for pound. We are 50% between these high and lows, right there, right there. So there's no trade for me yet. My expectation is it's going to go up to come closer to 20 moving average. So far I went away from it, and we'll come back to it now. Probably we're going to take it in slow motion until we come back up to it. Then from there probably we'll see another leg down. But remember that I think Bank of England are going to cut the rate as well. So bound, it's not really priced in yet to it, but I think as soon as they analyze it, we're going to see momentum down. So we'll talk about 125 in the play, and around here, yeah, right there. Anyway, I'll be clean my chart because it's really so much noise here, but I will try to do it later on. Euro pound, and even euro is pulling back. You see the cable is down, and we keep going up because cable is down. So they move opposite each other, these two. If cable is weak, euro pound is getting strong. So you see that one leg, two legs, three, and the third one will break higher. Is a good momentum up. Like this momentum down is if you look at it, it's kind of mirror. If you look 1, 2, 3, 4 days, 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So price action telling you that it did that in the past and it's gonna do it again. So the momentum is coming strong. Probably is gonna do that and come back down. And momentum is strong. It's gonna do that and come back up. So I think that's what's going to happen. So far we have a mirror identical price action for your experience to look at how we did here, how we did there, what happened next, probably consolidation and break out of it. So your job is to wait for the consolidation to finish a good price level like this level, then you probably buy it again. That will indicate cable will go down. So whoever investing in this pairs itself knows that cable is going to go down. So that's confirmed. Actually, cable can go to 125 easy around these levels. So probably will come back, retest these highs here, middle of it, breakout. The first thing we need to close the gap between the breakout. We didn't really close it yet, so the momentum is not really there yet. So wait for it to do a flag, then probably break higher. Pound yen, same goes with pound yen. Is weak momentum now because yen is strong. Remember that yen is strong. Pound is weak at the moment, so we're coming back strong momentum down. We benefit yen itself. Pound itself is not really moving, so I could have shorted from there to trade the range, and I probably have left it to keep running, but I didn't want to do that because I would have so much exposure to pound. But now I'm flat, but it's quite too late. So my play for it is to rotate back to at least this level, 50% or maybe lower than 50%, at least close to 20 moving average. Then I'll wait for the momentum to break down lower. Then I will be taking it down. Pound Aussie, sorry, pound Aussie. See that's 3 days in a row sellers. We're still there. We didn't really move. We did move much in pips, but we're still in still really high lows from major one. So that's the major one. You see the hold here is big one, high lows, high highs. What it does for me, high highs, high lows, it does look trending. So what happened now is you trade in the range. Let me try this. So you trade in the range basically. So that's the range. So you trade, come back down here, look for rotation back up to just the highs. Probably is gonna break it a little bit, measure about a few pips. Probably come back down to retest the channel, coming back up again. That takes time. That's the daily view. So far we're still inside this range itself. We didn't really move a major one like we did here. Rotate. Next thing you know, come back up. It's probably gonna do the same. And my expectation of stock is going down. That make Aussie weaker. So yeah, that will fit very well as a good trade. Let's see how it's gonna hold here today. And we're looking to see rotation to the 50% of this move. And if we break it, that's mean we gonna go for a new high. Pound New Zealand is exact the same story. It's not exact, but different in pips. We have a topsy here. We kinda at this level now. We holding support from this breakout, coming back down 50%. We'll outright the 50% of this move. 50%. Let's see how it's gonna play. If you want to hold it, we'll come back up for another leg up. There will be double top probably. Then we'll break down from there lower. If pound getting weaker and stock getting higher. So the only reason to be up, uh, bound stock getting weaker, bound getting stronger a little bit. Then probably will come back up, but I don't think pound will be strong. So my expectation is we'll see another leg up here. 50% will go down. Not gonna even go up there. So let's see. Let's see. It's too early to say. I'm not sure what Bank of England will do. Maybe it will surprise everybody by not cutting the rate. I don't see a point of cutting rate. It's not going to reduce the coronavirus exposure. I don't know. I don't think his cutting rate will help health situation. So yeah, CAD. I exit my position as I told you yesterday, guys. Here I would have one here. I had one there, and I exit right in the middle, break even. This one was a bigger portion than that one here, and I exit two of them with a profit. Now I'm not in the trade with the pair itself. So far, we went to about 50%, and we're coming back down now. So CAD is gonna cut rate today. 99.99% that will cut rate. So still, you don't say that that's 100%. It can't be. Nothing is 100%. So they're gonna cut the rate to follow the Fed, just to follow the global movement of this virus. So they see everyone cutting rate, probably gonna do the same. So watch out for pull back up probably today. Probably gonna push a little bit higher if that's the case. Not too far though because of pound weakness. Also, we can see that we tested this trend line. We break out of it, we close above it, and we're coming back inside it, and we kind of like holding now. So let's see. We broke out before, it was failure, come back down, we test the low of the channel, and we're coming back up again now to retest this one. If pound getting strong a little bit, probably gonna close above the 20 moving average, and that's indicating momentum up. Other than that, stay away. If you want to short it, you can short it. Pound is weaker, but I don't see that how you're gonna be long CAD since the CAD they're gonna cut rate, and they're not gonna like it. But you have to wait for it. Don't trade it because I said so or because you think so. Wait for it because opposite reaction could happen, backfire. So if the cut rate and the cut getting strong, what does that mean? So that means someone taking the other side of the trade and they push it up. Some big fish like sharks, they push the market the other way around, or they take the profit already of shorting it, and now they exiting. So when you are a seller, you buy your position back. You're a buyer in the market, and that's what's pushing the currency up. So wait for it to be complete, announced, and everything. Then you can start work on it. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Let me just move this up. I will save my chart because I don't really save it. Not automatic anymore for some reason. Could be my browser. I'm not sure. Bound Swiss. Okay, let's just do that quickly. Measure move, guys. We have it here. Probably is gonna hold here for a while. Rotate maybe 50% sideways. Then break out. We'll see where we're gonna go. Stock risk off. We'll see this bear down. Stock risk on. We'll see this bear back up. Okay, I don't trade it myself, but if you do, you have it now. Guys, please, if you are new here, subscribe, like. Is the reason to subscribe is to receive my notification of live stream, my new videos, and so on and so forth. And you guys have a beautiful day. Today is Wednesday, halfway to the week. We're looking for NFP, the major mover of the week. Probably, I think, is going to be not big deal, but let's see. Let's see. Okay, guys, thanks very much for being here, and have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.